Tonight in Leon-Bibb, Then and Now, a Cleveland landmark with more than a century of history is finding new life.
From opera to rock and roll, and now apartments and offices. Leon takes us inside the transformation of the Agora.
Architects and planners look not only at lines on their drawings, but they see beyond them. And these plans are early images of the future, of what can be. That was the case when plans began to transform a landmark building in Cleveland's Midtown. At Euclid Avenue and East 55th, the complex is home to the Agora Theatre and once hosted WHK and WMMS radio stations. Long before rock and roll, long before disc jockeys, opera filled the air here.
This was Millionaire's Row. The patrons of the Opera House were the rich Clevelanders of the area.
Michael Sunbury is part of the team turning the old into new. LDA Architects is building offices and 48 apartments in a complex that began in 1913 when Midtown buzzed with business. The Pennsylvania Railroad Station anchored the corner. The block boasted an opera house, then vaudeville, then boxing, later radio, then nothing. Empty buildings left behind, except for the Agora.
I love abandoned buildings and ruined buildings. That's my favorite part.
So LDA moved in, reviving what stood empty for decades.
There's so many great stories, there's so many great structures here that are well built, and to be able to reutilize them, repurpose them, give them new life.
New life for buildings over a century old. New life for Midtown. Building owner Charlie Borsakoff sees possibility in Cleveland's history.
We thought, man, what could be better than to own a piece of Cleveland history?
At East 55th and Euclid once was a railroad passenger station. And down the block, an airplane parts manufacturer. Next door, a leading maker of machine tools. Down the way here, 2 radio stations which have since moved on. But still here is the Agora Theatre. Midtown is working to change its footing again, only now in a different way.
Our hope is that we open the doors to more apartments and housing in the neighborhood, that our new residents feel like this is a welcoming place to come home to as well.
With LDA Architects and the old radio studios and the apartments next door, what was once the Metropolitan Opera Theater turned vaudeville stage, turned rock and roll center, has new life. Euclid and East 55th is looking to be part of Cleveland's upswing in Midtown. For 3 News, I'm Leon Bibb.
And in addition to the apartments, 3 studio units right above the ballroom will be Airbnb units.